He plays Ando on the show. James Kyson Lee. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
Hey, good morning, Bowling Green.
Hey, man, I tell you, dude, it's very cool to have you on one of the hippest shows on TV. Everybody loving it. I know you got to be pretty fired up about being on a show like Heroes right now, right?
Yeah, and tonight's episode is a big one because, as the saying goes, it's the night Ando gets his mojo.
I like it. I like it.
So nothing will ever be the same after tonight. It's going to be a nice episode to sort of wrap up this whole season of villains. And obviously, to save my best friend, I got to take a very dramatic step tonight. So I think you could enjoy it. And we also going to give you a little teaser into next season, which is coming up, which is called Fugitives. And the show is taking a whole different turn. I got to tell you,
it's very neat how they do this show. Yeah, like a whole different spin this season. And like I said, it's been a lot of good vibes. Some people are like, I don't know, but they just got to stay with it, right? Because as soon as you think you know what's going on, boom, curveball comes your way.
Yeah, I feel like we've kept the people on the toes this season, and I feel like overall it's been a very solid season. People have said they've had some trouble following a couple of the episodes. I think the show is becoming very simplified, especially for next year.
Yeah.
Really going back to some of the basics and the drama that was rooted in more reality, I think, that people enjoy. So the supernatural aspect is still going to be there, but I think, especially next season, we're going into a different direction. As you could guess from the title, Fugitives, it goes into this idea if the government rejected the whole notion of people with special abilities, and if the heroes and the villains that you've known have to be on their own, what the consequence is going to be. So it's something that people can definitely look forward to.
Now let's get to know you a little bit. Interesting middle name, Kyson. Now kind of tell us the story behind your middle name. Very unique story behind it.
First initials of my parents' last names and the word son. So
very neat. Yeah,
it means child of the spirit, and I don't know. I get a lot of compliments about it. In fact, I got a letter from a couple in Australia who named their newborn baby just now after me. So
is that weird? I mean, does it freak you out a little bit? Come on, be honest. Does it just kind of like throw you?
No, I'm flattered, and thanks to the show, I've had the opportunity to travel the world and meet different kinds of fans. And I got to tell you, I think sci-fi fans are some of the best in the world. They're passionate about this show. They love to dissect it. They know what they're talking about. They love the whole theories, and I think without that kind of fan base, something like our show would not be possible. So we love them.
What's the biggest question they hit you with, like when you're walking down the street or you're at Starbucks, somewhere like that? What do they hit you with?
It used to be when is Ando getting his power?
Yeah.
And, I think people got very excited in the first episode of this season. They got a little teaser into the future Ando, and when he does have a superpower. So I think tonight's episode is a big one because my character obviously is taking a huge turn and a leap of faith, and after tonight you'll be wondering and talking about exactly how my power will evolve and how that's going to play into next season. I
like it. Now, growing up, being on a sci-fi show now, what were you a big sci-fi fan growing up as a kid? What was your show?
Absolutely. Especially in the 80s. I grew up watching shows like The Hulk and Knight Rider and The Greatest American Hero. So, I never thought I'd be part of a TV show that ended up being such a huge part of pop culture.
Yeah.
We were down in San Diego earlier this year for a thing called Comic-Con, and they unveiled an action figure of Ando.
That's awesome.
That'll be coming into the market next year. And I got to tell you, Tony, it's a little weird seeing yourself in plastic. It's a trip.
Now, and they always give you like that action figure body. Now, do you feel like you got to hit the gym even harder and stuff to kind of keep the action figure look going and everything?
Yeah. What's funny is mine is, these toys are always a couple seasons behind. So mine's from season 1 when I was still in those members-only jackets. And,
you've been immortalized, man.
It's crazy. Man.
Oh, man, you got to stick around to have like a Series 2 figure come out, so at least you'd be a little hipper with that. They're not rocking the members-only jacket and stuff. But what are you doing? You're a big basketball guy too, right? You love the round ball.
Oh yeah. I used to play a lot more back in college, but I feel like I know the NBA. That's a huge passion of mine. So obviously, living in LA now for 7.5 years, been a big Lakers fan. But I try to get out on the Pine when I can, and this year I got to go to the All-Star game and playing the celebrity game, and that was a big treat for me.
Oh, that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. Do you like post up any other like celebrities, NBA players, or anything in the game and stuff? Kind of take them to the rack a little bit.
Well, it was my first time, so I think I was just kind of really just happy to be on the court. With guys like Terrell Owens and Deion Sanders and. For me, growing up and watching athletes was a huge thing. So meeting these guys for the first time and actually being at the slam dunk contest. I mean, you're talking about something that I've been following since back in the late '80s, and all the history with the Jordans and the Dominiques and the Vince Carters, and now being there in person and witnessing it, and it was a very special experience.
Well, we're looking forward to it tonight, the big season finale of Heroes, and a little sneak peek, I guess, a little preview. You can see where we're going for the next season, Fugitives. James, man, thank you so much for coming on. Happy belated birthday to you, right? Didn't you have a birthday a couple days ago?
I did. Thanks very much, Tony. It was a special one, and big love to Kentucky.
Hey, we love you so much, and continue best of luck on the show. We look forward to the further adventures of Ando on the show, see what's happening with it. And good luck on getting that new action figure, too, man. We want to see one buff and cut,
I appreciate it.
There you go, everybody. Very cool guy, man. From Heroes, he plays Ando. It's James Kyson Lee. It's the Tony Rose Morning Show on Sam 100.7. Hey, coming up, man, a lot of great stuff to get into, a lot of great music also on the way for you. And you want to make sure you stay tuned because we got you covered. Don't forget, check us out online, www.bowlinggreensam.com. It's the Tony Rose Morning Show.